What's up, guys? Welcome back to TV Electric. Today we're going to show you guys how to bleed Ultra B style moto brakes. As you can see on our store on Lightbee here, we have a moto brake adapter kit installed. These are Ultra B brakes. So we're going to show you guys how to bleed them with this super inexpensive $10 Tusk bleed kit. All the items we're using in this video will be linked down in the video description so you guys can go and purchase them yourself. So we're going to need our hydraulic bleed kit. We're going to need an 8mm open-end wrench. We're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. We're going to need some .4 brake fluid. We sell a small bottle on this. It'll be linked in the video description. You need something to capture your old brake fluid. We just got a water bottle with a hole drilled in the top. That'll work super well. Then you're either going to need some rubbing alcohol and some paper towels or some brake cleaner to clean up after yourself. So to start off this process, we're going to go ahead and open up this bag. We're going to get our kit out. So the way that this works is super easy. So this kit is only $10 and it just comes with 2 hoses and a one-way check valve. So this has an arrow on it and we'll show you guys how to install it, but this is going to hook on down at the caliper and this will allow us to move fluid from the top of the reservoir up here down all the way through the system and push all of the air out. You're gonna need some paper towels and some rubbing alcohol or brake clean to clean up after yourself. And we're gonna need a container for our oil. We got this water bottle, cut a little hole in the top, and then we're gonna put this hose inside there. It'll capture all of our fluid. Then you're gonna need some .4 brake fluid. We have a big shot bottle here, but we'll link in the video description some fluid that we sell that will work perfectly. This kit is only $10 and it's gonna be super easy to do. All right, we're gonna put some cardboard underneath our workstation here so we don't get oil on our floor in case we spill. Put our bottle there, and then we're gonna get our check valve. So this bad boy, the arrow is pointing out. So this is not pointing towards your caliper. So this end is going to hook on. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this off. And we're just gonna hook that straight on. It'll be a little stiff, especially because it's a little cold in the garage today. Pop that on just like that. Okay, and then on this side, we're gonna pop this hose onto this end. Now, if you want to slide these clamps over it, you can. Might need a pair of pliers. Just pop this clamp over that, and that will stay nice and tight. And then you can use this clamp if you want, if you're hooking it on to something else. In this case, we're just going to put this straight through our hole there. But there we go. Perfect. Okay, so now we're kind of poised and ready for the next steps. So we're going to go back up to the lever now. So we're going to go ahead and open up our reservoir. Be very careful not to strip these if they're snug. It's very helpful to make sure that this is nice and level, so as you're filling up fluid, it doesn't spill. That's why we have our bike propped up like it is, and that just kind of made it level, or you can adjust your brake lever. So go ahead and pull these off. You'll have this cap, and then you'll have a little rubber guard there. So now that those are set aside, you'll see we have quite a bit of fluid in there. We're kind of just above this line right here that shows how full it is. We're going to probably be pushing some out, so I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit more. Okay, we're going to start with that. Next up, we're going to go ahead and we're going to crack this open. Kind of looks like it's smaller.
Maybe it's a 7.
Okay, so that loosened. You don't need to go too loose. You just need to go a little bit. So you can see we've got some fluid moving, probably along with some air. So now we're going to go up to our lever, and we're just going to gently squeeze the lever, open, close, open, close, open, close, and that's going to push fluid down through the system and out. And this check valve is going to make it so the air doesn't come back up. So we're going to let our fluid kind of go all the way down and into the bottle. And as you do this process, feel free, it's totally normal to keep adding fluid into your reservoir if it gets down low. You do not want that fluid to get below the bottom of that, or you start sucking air into your line. Okay, I got some air out of there. Yep.
Nice. Oh,
Pushing some air out. That's perfect. That's what you want to see. Oh, and we're dripping into the bottle. Every once in a while I get air. Let's go ahead and fill it back up. I don't want it to get too low. So for reference, this is a brand new brake. that we disconnected the hose on so that we could install it into the bike, and we're just bleeding it to replace all that fluid and the air that got into the system.
Okay, we're recording.
I think. All right, now that we are all set up, hey Remy. So now we have our bleeder bottle all hooked on. We got our fluid filled up in our reservoir here, cap off. Now we're gonna go through the bleeding process to kind of push some air out. So now our process is this. We're gonna go down here with our 8mm, and we are going to do this a bunch of times. We're gonna crack it open, we're gonna reach up to the lever, gently pull our lever, hold it, close this, let go of the lever. Okay, so that's our process. So we're gonna crack it open, gently pull lever, hold lever, close this, let go of lever. Okay, open this, pull lever, close this, let go of lever. Gently, or it will spray fluid out of here. And then while you're doing this, like, you might have to do this 20 times. Okay, just make sure this fluid doesn't get too low because you don't want to suck air in there. Just gonna keep going. We're just gonna crack it open, pull it, close it, let go. Crack it open, pull it, close it, let go. Crack it open, pull it, close it, let go. Crack it open, pull it, close it, let go. Our fluid started getting low. You can probably do about 5 or 6 of these before you got to top it back off. Fill it up again and then keep going. And then you do this just enough times till your lever starts to firm up. Now you can feel your lever and see how it's feeling when your reservoir is closed down there, or when your bleeder valve is closed down there. You can feel it, but when you pull, it's going to spurt fluid. So you kind of have to pull it gently. So you can't really get a great feel. If you want to do that, you put your cap back on and you can really feel it. As you guys can see, ours is stopping. It's not, super, super firm, but it is got a nice hard stop right here, where before it would pull all the way to the bar. So in this case, we would just keep doing that process a bunch more times so we can get a little bit firmer. Top off our fluid, put our cap back on, make sure our valve is fully closed. Then you'll just pull this off, clean everything with rubbing alcohol. As you can see, we've got a couple of drips here, but we actually stayed relatively clean, which is perfect because you got your rotor right here and your brake pads. You don't want to make a mess if you don't have to. Our water bottle method worked extremely well. Now we have a lot more fluid than you guys just saw on camera because we were practicing a couple different scenarios to kind of see what was easiest and worked best. So we ended up pushing quite a bit of fluid, but that process that we just did worked really well. And you just kind of keep doing it until the lever feels how you want it to feel, and then you'll be good to go. All right, our reservoir's cap's back on. Let's go disconnect this. Make sure we're fully snugged up here. Perfect. And we can go ahead and pull that off. Kind of let our fluid drain down here. Get a little rubbing alcohol in there, clean it up. Put our cap back on. Perfect. Let's feel our brake. See how we did. Not too bad. See that? It's not like a really, really abrupt stop, but it actually kind of feels nice because you got a little bit more modulation. I think we feel very equivalent to the front. Should be perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in any of the parts or tools that we used in this video, check out the links in the video description. Head on over to TB Electric. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you next time. See ya.